Hey there, I'm Kate Angel and this is Your Light Side. Have you ever wanted someone to say something? Perhaps you want them to tell you how much they love you, or that they enjoyed your art, or maybe you even just want someone to tell you what to do. But either way, you're waiting around for them to say the words and they're either not saying it or they're not saying it in the way that you want to hear it, and it becomes one big frustrating clusterfuck. When you're in this situation, it's highly likely that it's because you either don't know exactly what you want to hear or you don't know how you want it to feel when you receive it. And in those cases, that's because you need to say the words to yourself first. So this video is what came out when I needed to hear something that only I could tell myself, and it's a message from my heart to my heart. If I was creating something entirely for me, just for me, something that my higher self would want to share with me, with no intention for anybody else to see it, then I would start with a personal love bomb. I would start with showing myself some reminders of the things that I find the most beautiful about this world. And I would do it because I know how these things make me feel. I would start with that simply because when I feel good in this way, everything is easier and the world is more beautiful. Feeling good is the answer to everything. Every single problem I have ever wanted to solve, no matter how big or complex, is solved by first getting into a good place. So I would show myself some of the stuff I love, the stuff I think is really funny, that excites me and fills me with awe, anything that makes me feel good, to remind myself that this, when I feel this way, this is me. This is who I really am. And anything that does not feel good is not me. I mean, it is, but it isn't. When something feels bad, that's me being not me in order to discover the real me. So I guess I would show myself some of those shittier not me bits as well to help myself remember that those things are not who I am. I'll make myself watch these bits so I can learn to sit calmly with the bad feelings, to learn that I'm still okay even while shit is happening. And the more I can get used to that, the better I feel. Once I've done all that, then I would come in with a bit of tough love and tell myself in no uncertain terms that my happiness is not about getting rid of unhappiness. Happiness isn't the absence of unhappiness, it's the conscious focusing on the things that make you happy, even while unhappiness is there for you to see as well. I would tell myself that the more I treat unhappiness like a problem to be solved, then the more unhappiness I'm going to feel, because that's what I'm looking at. Stop giving unhappiness your attention. Stop telling yourself that looking away for a moment is such a bad thing. And stop feeling so guilty about being happy just because unhappiness still exists out there in the world. You don't need to be like all the other unhappy people in the world, because despite what you think, that's not how you help them. Helping people is done by first being happy yourself so that you can think straight and you don't bring your own emotional triggers to the situation. Here is the truth that you want to hear. Other people's unhappiness is not your fault. It's not. You and your ancestors have been tried in court, burnt at the stake, criticised, abused, ridiculed, rejected and tortured for not taking responsibility for other people's pain, for not devoting your life to fixing their pain, for not demonstrating in every moment that their pain is your pain, as if the more pain you are in, the more you talk about it, the more outrage you show for it, then the more you must care. Can you see how fucked up that is? Get over the conditioning that to feel bad is honourable. It's not. It's fucked up, and it's your job to get the fuck over it. And then and only then will you be in a position to help people if they want it from you. You cannot make them take it, and you cannot make them happy. They have to learn to do that for themselves, but you can make yourself happy by placing your attention in the right place. So do it. I mean it.
Ooh, she's fierce. But that's exactly what I needed to hear. And no one was going to tell me like that. I needed to be given an ultimatum, and I realized that only I can give myself that. So try making yourself a video, write yourself a letter, say the words out loud that you are waiting for somebody else to say, and let me know how you go.